It's the final weekend for high school football in Ohio. 7 state championship games beginning Thursday night in Canton. For the Central Catholic Fighting Irish, it will be a 157-mile drive to play Friday afternoon. A drive made possible thanks to a 65-yard fourth-quarter drive in the state semifinal, as Mark Coons and Mike Robinson show us in the Dunn Drive of the Week.
The Dunn Drive of the Week is presented by Dunn Chevy. A great deal is a done deal.
Well, Central Catholic heading back to the state championship game as we welcome in Mike Robinson from Game Day Nation Overtime for our Dunn Drive of the Week.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mark.
So this season, after the win on Friday, Central has 4 one-point wins. Last 2 years combined, they had 4 single-digit wins. They're just finding new ways to win games this year.
And that's just what the Irish do. They find a way to get it done. Having Greg Dempsey and the Fighting Irish, they got the luck of the Irish on their side.
Well, Friday night it came down to the final Central Catholic drive as they trailed Youngstown Ursuline 6-0 with just under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was a hard-hitting game. Tip the hat to this team, but tipped it to the Irish as well. Take a look. Ali Beydoun, sophomore, hops in the game, and he has to do what he has to do in one of the biggest games of his life. This is the Final Four. Take a look again. You got to go to Old Reliable, and that is your bell cow. Mr. Tyler Morgan, he drives those legs. Look at the time they're chewing up on this clock right here. And big runs like that on first down are important. It's 3rd and 5. What do? You go to your guy, Sherrod Vaughn, with a huge catch right there on the sideline. We saw him taking snaps earlier, fighting, fumbling a little bit, but right there, that was probably one of the biggest plays of the game. Again, you got your sophomore out here. He's making plays with his feet, and when you're in the playoffs, running the football is very, very important, and you got to have the guys to do it. Whitney, Liggins, Werner, the rest of these guys handling their business. Spinazzi hopped in there too, doing a great job of just being physical at the point of attack. I don't know if I mentioned rushings, but he was there too, taking a look at Ali, getting downfield. The sophomore took a big hit right there, but you know what, Mark? He popped right back up, and that's what this defense did all week long. All night long. They were very physical out here in the cold. You see them crashing each other, but that type of hit right there, that is a playoff tackle. And this is a tough young guy to be able to get back up. Taking a look right here, big play right here on the outside. You're going to need plays like that, and especially big catches when you got the time of the possession left on this clock. So take a look, 38 seconds, 2nd down. What are you going to do? The run was getting slowed up. You go to Preston Frizzell. What a huge play. This guy right here is not one of the best tight ends in the country. He is one of the best players in the nation. He takes a really good jump right here. Take a look at Beydoun, putting it up there, timed it perfectly, got 2 feet in, good for Sundays. That is a huge catch, and Central Catholic find a way to go back to their 3rd straight state championship. Excellent job by Greg Dempsey and the gang.
And as we heard from Coach Dempsey a little bit ago, they're going to take on a Bishop Watterson team that's out for revenge because that's who the Irish beat last year in the state championship.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I was there watching that game in person. Hard hitting and physical, and they didn't have their key linebacker like they do from last year. But this year, they're just as sound, physical, and they've won a few games by a lot of margins as far as points. Central Catholic's defense is going to have a huge challenge in front of them.
Let's take a look at the schedule for this weekend's high school football state championships. It all begins Thursday night in Canton. It's Division 2, I should say. Avon taking on Anderson. Both of those are undefeated. Marion Local trying to add another state title on Friday morning. Then Central Watterson, that's your 3 o'clock game Friday afternoon. Division 1, big one there. Archbishop Moeller taking on Olentangy Liberty. And then on Saturday, Division 5 matchup. Liberty Center, can they finally get their state title? Perkins taking on an undefeated Indian Valley team. Of those 7 games, other than Central Catholic, so of those 6 games, which stands out the most to you?
Obviously the Ironton and Liberty Center game, this is going to be one of the classics all time. I think this is going to be the best game we're going to see here. With these 2 teams battling it out, Ironton with Sean Terry and the guys, one of the state best players in the state, going to Missouri, heading up against this Liberty Center team. Can they have what it takes to slow this offense down? And they got Braden Streck to worry about too at the quarterback spot.
Olentangy Liberty, the only 2-loss team in the state championships. The rest are either undefeated, 1 loss. It tells you about the quality of the matchups we're going to have this weekend in Canton. Of course, we'll have much more on Central Catholic all week long right here on Sports Nightly. Mike Rob, thank you for joining us.